4:30 each day with Travis and Sean, it's the easy way. Just sit back, cause the fun is sublime. Talking about life and all things in time. They mixing stories, a laugh or two. In the northern light, they shine right through. With a laugh and a tale, they set the tone. Stories in love, heartaches unknown. A warm embrace to the airways flown. In this timeless place where good vibes flow.
The following is a Comerford Creative production.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the 4:30 Dinner Club. I'm Sean with my co-host Travis. We're just two mid-Kansas dads talking about life, the things that make us laugh, and everything in between. This is episode 10.
You got that right, Sean. We've got a packed episode today with everything from local highlights to national headlines, entertainment buzz, weather updates, and of course some sports talk. So grab your coffee, settle in, and let's get started.
What do you think of that?
I mean, smooth as butter. Put us on a roll.
There you go. Episode 10 rolled right in it like champs. Well, now the rest of it's going to go to shit.
Yeah, we got the first 10 seconds down pat.
That's as good as it's ever been right there, and probably as good as it's ever going to be. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining in like we just went through on our intro. It is our 10th episode, and Travis said last week, if you remember, he was going to bring something super special.
I brought lick'em sticks, and I already ate them all.
Why does that not surprise me? All right. Well, I don't know. What did you think, Travis? Did you like the way we laid it out last week compared to weeks previous?
I did. I when I stepped back and I broke the rule of being a celebrity and I watched our own work, I was impressed by our talents. Not only me, but even you.
I don't know if I'd go impressed. Yet again, I didn't want to break the rule, nor could I. I have not watched the episode, so I'm assuming from the feedback I got from you that it was.
You didn't watch it?
No, I have not.
You edited it.
I can edit it. Well, I guess you're right. Yeah, I do. I actually watch it one time. You're absolutely right. I forgot about that, but I'm not paying attention. You got to remember that. I'm looking for mistakes. I'm not really thinking about what we're talking about or anything like that. So there's our one mistake we made today. I forgot to turn on that light. But
have you figured out what makes it come on yet?
No. Well, I got it set on a timer, but I guess I don't know what time I have it set for. I thought I had it set for 5:30, but apparently not.
You just blew it.
I blew
Everybody knows this isn't at 4:30 now.
Oh, shit. Who was it? So my wife had some friends from her BFFs from KC came down this weekend, and they asked me what the deal's with our name. I said, well, I think our first intent was, since we were doing this in the wintertime, and apparently I thought that was the only time we were ever going to do it was the wintertime, we were going to record it at 4:30.
And just have because our initial one, what were we shooting? We were shooting for 15, 20 minutes.
Correct. Yep. That's what we thought was the perfect.
And we sat there and we're like,
Still
how
maybe.
are we going to find something to talk about for 15 to 20 minutes?
Correct. Yeah. That doesn't seem to be an issue now, does it?
For everybody else, it is.
Very true. Very true. So, what's happened in your life in the last week?
No issues with the well.
Oh, that's a bonus.
We went to Kansas City this last weekend for an indoor track meet.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
They're at the old Kemper Arena. That was weird.
Yeah, and you said that was weird due to the fact that they were running, what you said, upstairs?
There was, I guess they have it in levels, so it would be on the fourth level at the very top in the rafters is where she was running. There was and it just dropped off in the middle, and you could see the basketball courts. And it was hectic as hell there. They had a giant basketball tournament going on, a dance competition. It was a very, very odd indoor track meet. They're all odd, but that one took the cake.
A dance competition. What do you mean by that?
Like
gymnastics?
no,
or?
like artistic dancing, like girls in like tutus and singlets and
I guess.
like, have you ever seen Dance Moms?
Yes.
It was like that, like one of those.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. What was it interrupting? Like
No, it's like
the communication? I get. I'm assuming someone communicates to the runners, right? Like as patients running by, you yell, 1343, split.
That's my job, yeah. But
I'm sure
it doesn't matter. She doesn't listen anyways.
Well, would you? I mean, how do you, when you're focused on something and you're running, you think you're going to look over and like, oh, there's my dad. I wonder what he's saying.
Well, she always wants to know.
Oh, there goes my dad. He tripped. Oh, there goes my dad. He took down the announcer.
No, she's always like, I want you to be right here.
Oh, really?
And yeah, she'll tell me where she wants me. But she might look at me and give me a dirty look.
So how does that work? Do you guys map out the course beforehand or something?
Mm-hmm. We'll walk the track.
Oh, you always do?
But usually like on an when she was running club in grade school, I always was on the back straightaway where that started. That's where I'd always sit for. And then that was easy for me because on her last lap, I'd just walk across to the finish line. But
okay.
now I just get to be a bleacher creature.
A bleacher creature.
Yep. I just get to sit in the stands once she gets into junior high.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to be one of them parents out there running
That
around.
runs from station to station.
Yeah. Me and my wife, for cross country, I'll do it a little bit, like to one or two spots. I'll watch the start and maybe go to one other spot and then the finish.
Uh-huh.
My wife will go like to the start and then like to the finish.
Well, Eli, shout out to Eli. He did it one year or 2 years, like maybe 7th or 8th. I know one for sure, obviously, but man, what a eye-opening experience cross country is. When they first took off that first one, I didn't know if I was supposed to watch the kids run or the parents. I was just like, are you freaking kidding me?
And then when it's starting, they all have their maps out like, oh, we're going to go here, then here.
It's serious business to these parents. I mean, I suppose there's nothing wrong with that, I
mean,
guess. But
it is kind of hard to, like we'll go all the way to Riley County on one of them or Beloit to go watch a run or wherever. And you get to go watch your kid maybe run by you twice.
I mean, so does your daughter get upset if you don't show up?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's one of those that needs to feel your presence.
A lot of times as long as one of us shows up, because I did miss some of her cross country meets this year. I wasn't able to make it to all of them.
Yeah.
But as long as somebody shows up, because I think I missed a couple because she ran at the same time Beckett had a football game.
Oh, yeah.
So,
gotcha. Huh. Well, like I said, whether it's I don't know, maybe our kids regret it or not regret it. I don't know what's the word I'm saying. Claudia and I weren't the yelling parents. Even basketball games, we weren't the hecklers and yelling at our kids. Johnny, goddamn it, get up, go!
I'd like to say. I mean, I don't yell, but I'll encourage them. But like when I watch my son play football,
yeah,
my wife said that surprised her. That I just sit there quietly.
Really?
I mean, I'll cheer when they make a big play or something, but
yeah,
I'm not losing my freaking mind up there like a bunch of 8th grade kids are trying to win the Super Bowl or something.
That's what I don't get. I mean, it'd be awesome if one of the kids made it to the pros, but the chances of that, I mean, let's teach the kids good sportsmanship and, more importantly, how to lose with some dignity and win with some dignity, actually, as well. I mean, you're starting to see it more and more in college and pro. Here I go on a rant about this again, but I mean, for criminy sakes, man, act like you've won before, you know?
Yeah.
It's like what's going to happen this weekend if it happens.
If the Eagles beat the Chiefs,
If the purple beats the blue.
oh, they're going to rush the court. And
Yep. I mean, come on. Act like you've done it 100 times. You know, to me, that shows a little more class. But I mean,
I can't
granted, I get it. I mean, it's exciting.
I can't say anything when KU beats the ever-living hell out of K-State next year in football, next season. I'm sure they'll be throwing the goalposts in the lake. It's going to be a bloodbath.
Don't see that happening. But.
Oh, it's going to be documented right here. Well,
Oh, that's right. Tomorrow we do need to do some. Well, did you bring your stuff?
oh, I can look it up right now.
Okay. So, if everybody, well, no one would know actually, but did this start last year or the year before?
What?
That you try to give me your KU the win-loss for the season.
It happened
2 years ago. I
yeah,
think.
2 years ago after they went 6-7.
Yeah. So what happens is as soon as the upcoming football season comes out, Travis will give me the win-loss for his beloved Jayhawks, and I believe he's 0-2 so far.
No.
You didn't get it
2
last
years
year.
ago. 2 years ago, I got it.
You did?
You said they wouldn't win more than 6 games, and I said they'd win 8 or more.
Oh, sorry, SportsCenter just. I don't know if this is true or not, but I'm seeing some rumors. Did you hear about the Luka trade?
Mm-hmm.
I'm hearing rumors he didn't pass a physical, and that everything's got to go back. And something just popped up on my ESPN. Mavs offering refunds. I don't know.
Probably because Luka left.
Oh, it is. Yep, you are right. So I think that was a TikTok thing I was seeing about Luka.
Well, I already know that Anthony Davis is out for his first game with the Mavs.
Why? Stubbed a toe getting off the plane?
I don't know if it's abdominal or chest or something.
I didn't realize, A, how old he is, and B, he's got like a season or two left, I'm hearing.
I mean, yeah, he's been around for a while.
And Luka's only 26 or 27.
Yeah, he came over young.
They're showing highlights of when he came over, and if he's only 26 now, I mean, he had been 18.
Yeah, because he played with Dirk, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they called him Mini Dirk or something like that.
Correct, yeah. Crazy. But anyways, all right, give us what you got. So at least there is some record of you lying.
Yeah.
You're on the Trav Cam.
On the Trav Cam. Hey, everybody, how's it going?
Yeah.
So, first game they got August 23rd. There you got Fresno State at home. I got that as a win. August 29th, they got Wagner
Okay,
at
just a
home.
second. I better write this down too, because knowing you, you'll somehow sabotage the internet. All right, game one. I'm just going to go games here. Game one, you have a win?
Yep. Game 2, they play Wagner.
Yep.
Another stupid Friday night game. That's a win.
Okay.
As much as it pains me, September 6th, they're playing Mizzou at Mizzou. I don't think they'll pull that one off.
Okay.
September 20th, West Virginia. I'll say that's a win.
Ooh. West Virginia just, I mean, they're never real great, but
You just never know what you're
that's
going
right.
to get.
Yep.
Then they got Cincinnati at home.
Yep.
That's a win.
Well, okay.
UCF on the road. That's a win.
Whoa.
Texas Tech on the road. That's a loss. K-State at home. That's a big win.
Is that 8 games? Is that the last one?
No.
Okay. How many did they play?
12.
Wow.
Oklahoma State at home. That's a win.
Okay.
Arizona on the road. Win. Iowa State on the road. That'll be a loss. And Utah at home. That's a win. I think that's 9-3, isn't it?
Yep, 9-3. So where are they going to end in the Big 12?
I'm gonna say they finished top 4, possibly going to the championship.
Top 4 with a 9-3. I'd say that'd be one or two, wouldn't it?
It depends on what everybody else does. I haven't looked at their
Oh,
schedules.
no shit. Thanks. Okay. All right.
So yeah, possible playoff berth, national championship. We did
Okay.
swing by on the way home yesterday and take a look at the stadium.
And how is it not coming along?
2/3 of it looks really nice, Clark.
2/3 of it looks really nice.
The side they haven't touched doesn't look like anything's changed.
Really?
It's the same. They didn't tear that part down.
Oh, when are they going to tear it down?
I don't know if because they're all talking about pack the booth again, so I'm assuming they're playing there, and then maybe after the last game, starting tearing that down and trying to get that built in whatever 8 months.
Pack the booth, huh?
Yep,
What does that mean again?
it's David Booth Memorial Stadium.
Oh. Yeah, duh. Huh. Okay. All right, well, we'll get back to sports in a little bit here.
But just so it's documented, because it always goes back and forth.
Yeah, you always lie.
I was wrong this year. Pretty bad.
Yeah. So who is quarterback coming back?
JD6 is back,
Is he?
and they lost their entire receiving core, their main guys, all 3 of them. Jared Casey's gone. Devin Neal's gone.
No, that's a big blow
That's
right
a
there.
big one. That's a big one.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's hop in to Section 2 National News. Top one up on the list here, dropping planes. That is, wow. And I could probably spend 2 episodes right here. You know me and my conspiracies.
It's just really weird.
There, and it's getting more and more. Every day there's more stuff coming out that you're like, what? How can that be?
Well, I even watched Donald Trump's, when it first happened, his press conference.
Yeah.
And I mean, he was even like I almost at a loss of words of like how this would even happen.
Yeah. So, like we talked when we were testing or whatever you want to call it before we went live. We've been on that flight. I can remember it plain as day. I can remember. I was asking Claudia if she remembered it, but I could remember there being helicopters, just kind of like birds, right there with the mix of things. So when it all went down, it kind of seemed a little surreal to me because I can kind of picture how it
would have happened.
Yeah, and I'm sure millions have thought the same exact thing I did. But it's just, to me, the helicopter was 800 feet and then had to drop down to the same elevation as the plane. It's just too many.
And then what I saw is they both have anti-collision.
Correct.
Like so many things would have had to fail, but at the same time be perfect.
Correct.
For that to be an accident.
Yeah. If it was, it was. But I just think, again, I think there's so much that goes on in this country, in the world as far as that goes. The United States isn't the only ones, but there is so much that goes on that we never, ever, and never will probably know what all really happened.
Makes you wonder. That's the first thing my wife said was like, makes you wonder who was on that plane.
They say some again, you hear so many different rumors with TikTok and Instagram and all that crap being out there nowadays, but I want to say I heard it over multiple platforms that a few highly, and I don't know, what doesn't make sense to me is I heard high-level Russians, but why wouldn't they be on some sort of private jet or something? You know, but I don't know.
Not a puddle jumper out of Wichita, Kansas.
Correct. Yes. But so yeah, that's crazy. Obviously, feel bad for all the families involved, but the what are you looking at? You're freaking me out. The bigger one, if you ask me, is if you watched any of the highlights, would have been the Philadelphia medical plane. Did you see the crater that supposable plane? Google Philly plane crater. Multiple military people are saying, if you think the plane did that, you are crazy. And then the speed of that plane going down. The first time I saw it, Jake and Malia was here. Shout out Jake. Shout out Malia. I think I made the comment to Malia, that plane was cooking.
Holy.
Yeah. So
unless all that concrete was just undermined or something.
No way. So, and did you hear it? Did you hear any or see any of the stuff?
Only thing I've seen is the recording.
People can't. Yeah. So you put that recording along with that crater, along with the actual just visual of this plane going down. You are not going to tell me any different than that was a missile.
You think it was a missile?
Yep.
Then what about the recordings where it says you're messing with the wrong MFer? You messed with the wrong MFers before
I
it
think
went
it was
down.
all coordinated together. From what the conspiracist that I heard is that voice wasn't even in the plane.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know. All I know is that was no plane that made that goddamn crater.
Yeah, I just saw it. That's knuckin' futz.
I mean, not that I'm a CSI specialist. But
Yeah, nobody take this to heart. We aren't aviation experts.
Yes. Don't be running to anybody saying the
Don't-
4:30 dinner club.
According to the 4:30 Dinner Club.
That's right. Everybody's got their social media platforms they get their news from, and now we're going to be the third or fourth one.
Good night. That's what this is where people come to get their news. Whew.
Yeah, the country is on fire. Well, it is anyways, but and then to start the whole week off, did you see where that F-35 in Alaska went down? That's what started the week off, January 28th.
I did not see that.
And then here's one that no one even talked about on January 29th. A small regional flight crashed shortly after takeoff from Wichita Dwight D. Eisenhower. 24 passengers, 18 were injured, and 2 fatalities.
Another one I didn't even hear about.
Yeah.
Kind of just...
So I'm coming up 4 aviation accidents last week. Pretty crazy.
I know that my wife's getting ready to fly to Chicago, and a bunch of the other people that do the same job she does. A lot of them are talking about we're just gonna drive.
I hate to say it, but I wouldn't blame them at this point. Not saying that. Again, you know, I joke around a little bit, not joke, whatever, about the conspiracy things. I mean, things sometimes just don't line up, you know, so you just wonder.
Just odd timing too.
Yep. So, anyhow.
Is this something more where that they're, look over here, what's going on over
That's,
here?
I mean, you can't, like I said, I don't know. I probably sound like an idiot, conspiratist idiot, but I'm not saying I believe it. I'm not saying I'm running to the bank with it, but I'm also saying it ain't adding up. So, whatever that means, I guess. Does that make sense?
That makes complete sense.
All right, rolling right into the entertainment section. Did you see, which I'll be surprised if you did, that they had what they called the Fire Aid Benefit Concert in L.A. for the fires? Did you see any of that?
I did not.
So the only one that I was interested at all in.
Let me guess.
What?
Who performed that you're interested in?
Nirvana. They had a reunion of sorts.
I bet you they're missing a couple people.
They were missing one. But what they did, I believe they did a 3-song set, and they had a different female come up and sing each song while the rest of the band played, the original members. And the last song they played was Apologies, and Violet Girl, Dave Grohl's daughter, sang.
Oh, that's cool.
It was very cool.
Did you ever see the thing where he talks about where he got on Nevermind, how he came up with all the drum stuff on that?
Wasn't it old school?
Like disco music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna, 70s disco music or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, he's pretty crazy. I did see a interview. I think there's a lot of interviews with Nirvana since that all went down this weekend on social media. But there was one on there where Courtney Love must have been after Kurt Cobain died, because she was basically cussing out David Grohl about how he doesn't need a bunch of money, come from some rich family, and
I've watched,
and he was trying to take the rights for a song or something of theirs that supposedly he wrote, but she's saying he didn't write.
I've seen things from the past, like when Nirvana was still together, of like her showing up, like when they're doing like sound tests and stuff, and those two would just go at it.
Dave and Courtney?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Like I guess one time she showed up and she said something, and she was walking down like towards the stage, like, "Hey, did you guys see my haircut?" He's like, "Nobody gives a shit."
Really?
And then she just went off on him.
Wow. No, I
Yeah.
I had no idea. When I was watching this, I was like, "Holy shit!" I had no idea they didn't get along.
I need to look into it further. Like I don't just from that, either he annoyed the shit out of her or they just didn't like each other.
Oh, you think that he annoyed her?
You know, like just fucked with her so much.
Oh,
Sorry, messed with
gotcha.
her so much.
Yep, I got you. I got what you're saying. I'm having a hard time with my mic placement.
But yeah,
Okay.
Billie Eilish was there.
Yep, I mean, I like a few of her songs, but I like how this says the Foo Fighters, but I don't know, maybe the Foo Fighters did play.
Well, they
I guess I
did.
should.
I'd say the Foo Fighters played Nirvana songs.
No. Dave Grohl's the only one in the Foo Fighters that are from Nirvana.
I thought one of the other guys was one of the guitarists.
Pat Smear, actually, yeah, I think you're right. But I think he came in late, and I think he left early. I think. Let me check on that. I don't think he's still there.
Because I always thought it was they just added a new drummer.
Well, he's dead now.
No, he's the lead singer now.
No, they added a new drummer to Foo Fighters since the drummer went to singing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Taylor Hawkins died, though.
Oh.
Let's see. Who is currently in the Foo Fighters? Okay, Pat Smear is still there. Yep. So Pat Smears and Dave Grohl. Let's see, band was founded. The band was a one-man band when it first started. Did you know that?
Nope.
Dave Grohl.
Did it all?
Yep. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So Pat Smear, I'm sorry. He left the band in 97. That's I guess I forgot that he rejoined back in 2025. So he left for what, 8 years? No. He left in 97 and came back in 2011. So I guess I forgot that he came back. Or actually, I didn't realize he was gone that long. But anyways, so there's your Foo Fighter trivia. What else we got here? Weather. It's going to be colder than shit. How cold is shit? I don't know, but
And
so, if it's cold, then you're in trouble. But what?
this is a little. It kind of resorts. It kind of goes with what you just said.
Yep.
You've heard the saying "cold as hell," right?
Yep.
Did you know that's not the saying?
Well, I know. Well, I'm guessing the hell's not cold, but
It's cold as hail.
hail. Hail, no.
Yeah, no, but it's cold as hail.
Like
Hail.
oh, hail. That hail hurts.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just learned that the other day on TikTok.
see, everybody wants to get rid of TikTok. You know how dumb we'd be without it.
Yeah.
All right, the elephant in the room in the sports world is the Super Bowl coming up. What is it? Super Bowl what?
Ooh.
50 something?
53?
3?
What is it? Super Bowl. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see.
Okay. I'm holding. A little more than that helicopter did.
59? No. LIX?
Yeah, I'm not that smart. Hey Siri.
Yeah, Super Bowl 59. 50's L.
What Super Bowl is the one coming up? What number?
Super Bowl 59. L is 50. X is 10. I is 1. I is before X. It makes it 9. Come on, you need to know your Roman numerals.
What for?
So you know what Super Bowl it is?
Yeah. All right. Before we get in the Super Bowl, let's get talk a little bit about the Southeast of Saline Trojan boys and girls teams. It looks like the boys team defeated Ellsworth 65-58. Key player was senior guard Jake Thompson, scored 22 points.
He must play for Ellsworth.
Don't know.
Because I know that, the two big scores for Southeast, what the hell's their names? The quarterback?
Gebhardt.
No, that's tailback.
Oh, Cannon?
Gannon something. Gannon
Jacobson.
He had a hell of a game, and then he transferred in last year. Owen Bradley? Owen
Wilson?
something? No. Owen something.
Huh.
They both went off. They had really good games.
Okay. In the girls' game, the Bearcats looks like they pulled off a nail-biting 52-49 victory. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Standout performance by junior forward Emily Carson. I'm guessing for Ellsworth?
Yeah. 'Cause, Abba Pearson was I think she had over 20.
Abba Pearson for Southeast?
Yeah.
Never heard of her.
Well, her older sister probably would have been close to your kid's age. She would have been Abba's a junior, and I think her sister graduated the year before she was a freshman.
I mean, one of Malia's best friend is Anna Pearson.
That might be her younger sister.
Is her dad Shane?
I have no idea.
All right. Well, that's all I got for you on your Southeast sports news. How about those Jayhawks?
The football team got their their banner, and they were recognized at halftime. Well, in between the two games for their state championship at the Ellsworth game. And I think they were saying that the Ellsworth boys might have taken offense to that.
They did it at Ellsworth?
No, at home. It was a home game.
Why would Ellsworth boys take offense to that?
That some might take it as a slap in the face that you honor your football team when you're playing them. But even the announcers like it came.
When else are they supposed to do it?
Like the banner came in on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I mean, maybe they did plan it for Ellsworth because Coach Gebhardt's from Elkhart. Maybe some of his family and friends were going to be there.
Ellsworth.
Yeah, what did I say? Elkhart.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a long fucking ways away.
That's wow. All right, Jayhawks. My lord, I'm not a Jayhawk fan, obviously, but I'm not that big of a Jayhawk hater not to be like, whoa, what just happened?
Baylor was
What happened? Was it the Oranges?
It had to have been the Oranges because or they just must have left all their talent in the locker room in the second half because they were beating the holy hell out of them in the first half. And
I have never, ever seen a game turn like that. Basketball, anyways.
Yeah, I mean,
how many points did they score in the second half? Didn't you tell me today? I wasn't paying attention.
I didn't say anything about it. I know that they were up 19.5. Yeah, and I don't know. Even when Self was being nice about it, he said it was the Oranges. I mean, I know he's joking around, but I don't know if he had anything else he could have said. Like they were talking to him before the Iowa State game. And they asked him, like, what did you take from that? He goes, that we sucked in the second half. Like,
and you bring up the Iowa State game, and then they came back and they beat Iowa State, correct?
Yeah, they beat them pretty well.
As last night?
Yeah, last night I think they won by 17, 18 points, something like that.
So where's that put the Jayhawks? I mean, what are they? Are they good? Are they not good? Obviously they're good, but are they top 5, top 10? Where are they landing?
Well, they're ranked 16th right now, but it's hard to tell with the Big 12. It's not even arguably, it's definitely the best conference in the nation of basketball. And they almost cannibalize themselves by the time they get to the tournament, so it's hard to. I'd say there's 5 teams from the Big 12 that have a shot at a national championship, and KU's one of them.
So you're saying that KU still has a chance to win the national championship?
Oh yeah, when they're on, they're on.
Well, they got to be on what
for the whole game.
Well, they got to. Not only that is, they got to be on for what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games.
So 64, 32, 16, 8, 4, championship.
5,
6.
6, yeah. So they got to be on for 6 games in a row to win it.
They've done it plenty of other times.
I haven't seen them make it 2 halves.
Last night.
Oh, well, that's true. Yes, gotcha.
So, yeah, they're going to go into the only time it is a packed house, they'll be going into the Octagon of Doom.
The Octagon of Doom.
Octagon of Doom.
Please.
Allen Fieldhouse West. However you want to say it.
That's a good one right there. Huh.
No, but that's always a tough one. Like you said before we started, like they get amped up.
Yeah.
But I also think in a rivalry game coming into hostile territory, that's got to get you pumped up too.
Yeah, but not near. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to remember back in my glory days. I don't remember ever really. I can almost remember coming into someone's house kind of groggy,
You think? I don't think you can. I don't think when they come out there and they're all fucking. Do they still play Hellstorm or whatever that song is when
K-State? I don't know.
I don't know, whatever the hell when they're chanting. Fuck KU.
Oh yeah. They don't do that no more since Tang has taken over.
Okay.
They just whisper. All right. Well, speaking of the Wildcats, they pulled one off and took down Iowa State.
I think Kansas owns Iowa now.
I was just getting ready. I just now put that together. Wait a minute. I wonder what Iowa thinks of Kansas right now.
I think the K-State girls beat the hell out of KU when we went through Lawrence.
K-State girls beat the hell. Yes, but I mean K-State girls are freaking good this year.
And I don't think KU's girls are ever good.
Well, a few years ago, I think I remember them being good.
Well, they just got a new coach, and I think he's kind of building it up. But
So yeah, KU beat Iowa State and then beat TCU. They're kind of on a mini little roll right now, and many are saying that this is the team that should have been all year.
oh, I thought you said this is the team that's gonna.
Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah, of course. I'm already hearing that. Yeah, they're gonna make it to the tournament. Blah blah blah. I said you probably ought to just try to make it out of the season.
Yeah, you got some teams on the East Coast that are just kind of chuckling at that one. I think, and that's not a shot at KU. That's just I think there's such a disparity in women's basketball between, like UConn to everybody else.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the boys.
Oh, you're talking about.
This just got a little awkward.
Sorry, I thought we were talking about the girls' team.
No,
But you think somebody's saying K-State has a shot
at the tournament? Yeah,
at making the tournament? Okay, I guess.
I can see it. I mean, they got to what someone said they have to win 10 out of the next 11 or 9 out of the next 11. Does that sound right? I about crapped when I realized this weekend that March Madness is just around the corner.
Yeah. Let's see here. I don't think they really have a shot unless they win the tournament. Yeah, K-State's 10-11.
Hey, I'm not the statistician. I'm just telling you what I heard.
I mean, I'm not taking a shot. I mean, yeah, they could. They could go on a insane run.
Hey, they are playing pretty lights out right now. I can attest to that, anyways, from the couple games that I watched.
They got KU's. Is that their next game?
Yes,
I know
KU.
it's on Saturday. I thought they had one. I thought they were playing like Arizona State before that. Yeah, they play Arizona State tonight.
K-State does?
Yeah.
Why? Where at?
Arizona at 9 p.m.
Oh, that's why I haven't had no dings go off.
Yeah,
Then.
West Coast time. That's the fun part about having West Coast teams now.
Yeah.
Like when KU played BYU, that.
So, back at the beginning of the show when I asked you what was going on since the last time I saw you last week, or I guess not the last time I saw you, but since the last time we talked like this, but I didn't get a chance to tell you what. You were very rude because you didn't ask me, hey, Sean.
We just rolled. We kept rolling. Hey, Sean, what'd you do? What's new with you, Sean?
Well, Claudia and I, we've been going back and forth about painting our bedroom. And finally, so I've been taking Fridays and Mondays off for a few weeks now. And it was all kind of thought of for this bedroom freshen up, if you will. Well, 3 Fridays and Mondays later, we decided to go ahead and get started, and this would have been yesterday, on Monday. Claudia finally was able to pick out a color. And typically for us, our home is a 1939 two-story, lots of rooms, unlike the new homes, open concept. That's not the way this one is. Well, the downstairs is just over the years of remodels, but so the upstairs are 13 by 12, 15 by 15 rooms, pretty square, small, on the smaller side. Well, the master bedroom is from one end of the house to the other. They knocked down a couple closets, so it's basically 2 rooms and 2 closets. So typically it'll take us, I think, about 2 evenings to paint a room upstairs. and that's not doing the ceiling. So we decided at 4 o'clock yesterday to get started. I'm just like, oh, this just is a recipe for disaster. I mean, we're going to get started, and one of my strengths or weaknesses, you can take it either way you want. Once I get started, I don't want to stop. It may be 4 o'clock in the morning when I get done. I don't care. I'm just going to go till I'm done. Well, they mixed the paint wrong once. No, actually, a lot of people probably don't even think about it, but we did it in our old house before, but we always this is the first room we've ever done it, but we like painting the ceiling the same color as the walls. Usually it's a shade lighter than the wall color. So, like I said, we get started, 4 o'clock, Claudia pops open the ceiling paint. It's white.
Ooh.
I guess they forgot to add the color. She was baffled. But anyway, so she has to load up, and obviously that's what I want to do first is the ceiling.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to do the walls first. I need to start at the top and work down. So she comes back. I think it's probably 5 o'clock at this point. Pops it open. Completely different color
Than what she was expecting?
than what we asked for. I mean, you have this color that's going to be on the walls. The ceiling color was actually supposed to match it. Completely different color.
What shade of green was it?
It is a shade of green, but I had no say in it. And she says I still influenced it, but I didn't. So I had to get dressed because I had shorts on. Got dressed, went with her, took it back. Just told them, we've got to do something better than this. I mean, this is just ridiculous. Because they were trying to say, well, it's because your walls are satin and your ceiling is flat. I'm like, what the hell does that matter, you know? So you paint a car that's made out of stainless steel versus one's out of aluminum, the colors aren't going to match. The end result's got to be the same. Whatever you got to do to make it get there,
Yeah,
whatever.
This is what you're supposed to be able to do.
Yeah. Oh, they were.
You're the paint. I'm assuming you went to the paint professionals.
Sherwin-Williams.
Yep.
Yep. They were just baffled. I mean, but long story short, they finally got it, or finally got it close enough to where we accepted it. Brought it home. Got started at 6. I can't remember if it was me and you talking or Andrew and I talking, but you always see on TikTok the professional painters.
I think I know exactly the one you're talking about.
You can even hear it. And just one coat in this bitch. I mean, just going to town on it. And I've always said, why can't it ever work like that for me? Guess what? I have no idea what, but we used the same rollers we always use. We used Sherwin-Williams paint, the duration. But that freaking thing, I mean, it was just... I painted 95% of the ceiling, 95% of the walls of both, this huge room, done cleaned up at 9 o'clock.
So you're not done?
I ran out of room. I didn't think there'd be no way I'd get that much done.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Everything was in the way.
Oh, okay.
And we ran out of ceiling paint, but I just was like, I'm still baffled. I'm still amazed. I told Andrew, were you in?
Yeah, I was in there for the end of it.
I didn't want to stop. I've never painted anything that went on like that.
And you have no idea what you did differently.
None.
Is that the frustrating part?
Yep. I don't even ever want to rinse these rollers out again. I want to just keep them sealed up and use them for the next one.
As long as you got the same color.
True. But, the roller's so heavy because it's so loaded. I'm not joking. I'd go up and down. Done. Scoot over half a roller. It was just thick.
And when things are rolling that good, you kind of almost don't want it to end. You're like, this is...
No, I didn't want to. I enjoyed it. It was actually fun. Ceiling. I don't know if you've ever painted.
It's not fun.
It sucks. Hate it. Absolutely. I was dreading it. I was bitching to Claudia about it the whole time. the dang thing. I'm not going to be able to move. I'm going to be so sore and all this other stuff. But it covered so good that I didn't have to even put any pressure. I mean, I was just.
And I feel like painting the ceilings takes a lot more material, more paint.
Yeah.
Feels like it sucks it up more.
Correct. 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's materials.
Not smooth.
Yeah. But so one of our normal rooms usually takes about 2 1/4. So you got to buy a 1/3 gallon just to get it finished. But usually takes 2 1/4 gallons of paint to do a 12 by 12 room and 2 coats. This room, we're going to do 2 rooms for 1.25 gallons on the walls. And the ceiling's only going to take 1.25 gallons. So basically, 2.5 gallons to do 2 bedrooms and 2 ceilings. And that would usually normally do 1 bedroom, 1 walls. So you tell me what's the difference. It's got to be in the paint.
That's like a loaf of bread and a basket of fish kind of thing right there.
What?
The Messiah over here.
Oh. Oh my gosh, I didn't even catch that. I mean, we just probably lost a lot of people right here. Me rambling on about painting, but it was just incredible. And I'm a little sore, but not sore at all.
Well, when you only have to do it for that long.
Yeah. Yeah, quite incredible.
That is impressive. Now you're not only are you a famous podcaster, you are now a professional painter.
Usually when I do anything, I consider myself a professional. All righty, let's roll right into Trivia Corner with that one. And here's a fun fact for you, Travis. Did you know that the first Pizza Hut opened up in Wichita, Kansas?
I actually did know that.
Do you know what year?
Like 1963.
Ooh, a lot closer than I thought. 1958.
Huh. You want to know another fun fact about Wichita?
What's that?
The first White Castle was opened in Wichita.
How about, do you want to know another fun fact about Wichita?
Sure.
It's the home of Spangles.
Oh, like that's where it's originated at?
Yeah.
Is there Spangles outside of Kansas? though?
Nope. It's only a Kansas business. We know any other trivia that we can make up? Because for some reason I forgot to add any more.
Wasn't there
I got
something
one
on
more.
Lebanon on here?
I got one more.
Wow, I had no clue.
Last one for today, unless you have any more, Travis. Kansas is home to the geographic center of the what's that word?
Contiguous?
Contiguous United States, right in Lebanon, Kansas.
That's pretty cool.
Did you not know that?
No, I know that
There's an actual marker there.
I know that the halfway point between New York and Los Angeles.
Yeah?
You know where that's at?
No.
Kansas.
Really? So if Lebanon, Kansas is the geographical center of the contiguous, whatever that word is, U.S., that would say, and you're telling me that the exact
By
halfway.
rail. I think by rail.
Oh, I was going to say, so that would be coast to coast. The furthest point would be New York and
But would that
California.
But that's not a straight line. I think that's saying straight line. And straight line. Like this.
The geographic?
The one you're talking about,
Yep.
Lebanon.
Yep. Good talk.
That's pretty cool, Sean.
Oh, boy. All right. Well, you got any other ones, Travis?
Oh,
Off the top of your head?
Off the top of my head, cool things about Kansas. We got a giant, what is it, Colby has that giant Picasso picture.
What?
You've never seen that?
Uh-uh.
Driving on I-7. I don't know if it's Colby or Goodland or Oakley. I get them all mixed up.
It's a for real Picasso sign? I mean,
Looks like a what's like Picasso didn't paint it.
I know he didn't paint it, but I'm just saying it's supposed to be.
It's like a picture on a easel, right? Is that what that's called? What they paint on?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a huge thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
You didn't say that's pretty cool, Travis.
Oh, that's pretty cool, Travis. How about some more?
Nope.
Abilene was the home of Dwight D. Eisenhower.
And wasn't a Buffalo Bill Cody? Who was the dude that was there?
Buffalo Bill,
Who was the sheriff? Or it was a weird
Wild Bill Hitchcock.
Wild Bill Hickok. Yeah.
Hickok, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think he wasn't born there.
No, but he was there or something.
Yeah. Old Abilene town. Have you ever been there when it was actually open?
Nope.
Pretty cool. I can remember it.
Have you ever been to Boot Hill in Dodge City?
Yep.
It's not cool.
It is too.
You know how much money that place loses every year?
Why?
I don't know. Hundreds of thousands of dollars.
I mean, how do you know that? I mean, why?
They announced it every year when I was down there.
What were you down there for? What do you mean?
I don't know. I don't know why we were there, but my parents fucking drugged me along for the ride.
You lived in Dodge City?
I lived 30 miles from there, and then I lived in Dodge City for 3 or 4 years after me and my wife got married.
Ingals, is that close?
Yeah, it's 28 miles to the west. It's in between Garden City and Dodge City on Highway 50.
I did not know that, I guess.
Yeah.
Huh.
You blink,
And you're right on through Ingals.
you'll definitely miss it.
Huh. Interesting.
You'll see. You can if you look hard enough, you can see my trophy. Not my trophy.
They still got my statue at Southeast?
No, but my statue's still up at Ingles.
What is it?
Huh?
What is it?
It's me going.
Oh, boy. All right. Well, what else you got, Travis?
I don't know. It looks like Southeast girls just pulled off a 7-point victory against Sacred Heart tonight.
Oh, I forgot. Southeast Sacred Heart. So you were asking me earlier today if Southeast Sacred Heart was a rivalry when I went, and as weird as it is, it was way more of a rivalry back then than I think it is now.
Oh, I mean, they don't even play each other in football.
I guess I don't even understand it.
I mean, they did.
A couple years ago they did. That's just
four,
very recent.
4 years, 5 years ago, something like that.
No, Eli was in high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's only been out 1 year.
It hasn't been for the last couple years.
It might not have been his senior year, but I know it was his junior year because I know his friend played for Sacred Heart.
But yeah, it just doesn't seem. I know that they get pretty fired up about it.
Well, I know the boys basketball. I mean, it was a few years ago. They almost got the boys basketball. Is that what I said?
Yeah.
So they were playing Southeast Sacred Heart, and it was at Southeast. And man, there's almost a few fights.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was. Oh, Malia. Okay, so Malia was a senior. So that would have been, 2-3 years ago? It got rowdy. I mean, both teams were good, too.
Oh, yeah.
So that made a difference.
The boys just got over. I think they're 8-7 now. They had a tough start to the season this year. They're
Who's
fine.
the head coach?
So Flax.
I thought he retired or quit or something.
It's his dad from
Oh, Brown Mackey?
Brown
coach?
Mackey.
Oh, boy. What now? So is he doing someone a favor taking over his son's?
I don't think they could really find anybody on short notice. I don't know if it was real short notice, but yeah, they couldn't find anybody, and he came in and took the team over.
So obviously he's not doing real good.
They don't have the same kind of talent they had before. They have 2 really good players right now. I'm not taking any shots at them. They're just not as deep as they were.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 years ago, when did the Gebhardt twins graduate?
2 years ago, I think.
2 years ago?
Yeah.
when they played, I mean, they had 2 or 3 guys coming off the bench that year and the year before that were, really good starter quality for any other team. And those were just really good, really, really good teams, really fun to watch.
Yep.
This team's they're getting fun to watch, just watching them starting to figure some things out and play together. I think it was tough for them to start the season off when they didn't have very many practices underneath their belt because the football season went so long. I
never really thought about that, I guess.
Because, I mean, they had state on Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
I think their first game was on Tuesday or Friday that next week.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So.
I never really thought about that. Yeah, that could. So are they young?
Yeah, I think they have 1 or 2 seniors on the team, and the rest are not.
Wow, there's some insight for you.
Well, I know, like, Gannon, he's a junior, and Gebhardt's a junior, and I don't know who any of the other ones are.
But they're not
I don't think they're seniors.
seniors. Gotcha.
I didn't realize how many seniors were on the football team. They had 9.
So how are they going to be next year? Supposedly all right?
Well, they got the big dog coming up, so that line's going to be...
Roof, roof.
Nah, he's got about 2, 3, 4 years before he gets
Oh, boy. Is there many, I guess, has there been many young linemen throughout the team come up lately? Is it unheard of for a freshman to come in and
play? Brody did.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if he started, but he played quite a bit, if I remember right. I think maybe by the end of the season he was starting.
And was he a senior this year?
No, he's a junior.
Junior, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But
he's the trophy hog? Is that him?
yeah, he didn't carry it out on Friday night.
What?
No.
He'd be doing somersaults out there or something. Who carried it out?
Oh, shoot. I don't know. Malachi? He wants you too, Malachi.
I didn't.
Malachi Hopkins.
What position did he play?
Wide receiver, number 2. And he was the kicker and cornerback. I know he was holding a trophy. Maybe he wasn't. I don't know.
Good talk. Very informative. Huh. What are you looking at?
I was waiting for you to say something.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's good stuff. Well, that's about all I got for this episode.
That's all you got?
Yeah. Trying to think here.
Anything big coming up? Anything big in the world of Sean that you got coming up? I don't want to take anything from next week's episode.
No. I actually, I don't think that this is going to be a problem, but I maybe was a little cocky getting ready for this episode.
That is just gonna
just roll right off the tongue, you know. My notes are a little slimmer this week than they were last, so yeah.
Nah, we've had way worse. I'm still feeling good about it.
Yeah. Oh shit, we forgot to do a stat update.
Stat update.
Boop boop boop.
Do. These are fresh off the press right now. Gotta go to my subscriptions. Yeah, I am a subscriber.
Finally. So
No,
were you the 20th?
I was the first subscriber.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Oh.
We have 20 subscribers.
That's one from last week.
Yeah.
Still pretty pathetic. Do you know?
That's 5% increase.
Oh.
Oh, check the math on that one. That's right.
You're not going to come back and go, oh, better yet,
That's
it's
more
4.
like 4%.
Oh, crap. What was I going to say? Oh, do you know how that number goes up, Travis?
You just hit that subscribe button. So right now we have 24 views of the show.
Of the show.
Of last week's show. The one that just got posted on Monday.
So it's just barely a day old.
Yeah, it's 1 day old, and we have 24 views. We have 20 subscribers. I know you guys don't have enough time or care enough to watch this multiple times, and I don't think it keeps count of that.
No, it doesn't. We
proved that. So
some people
it's
are
not
out there
that hard.
watching.
It's not that hard. If you have a Gmail account, just frickin' create a profile that takes like 10 seconds and hit subscribe.
And I found out today, and I am going to go to the Sean cam. I found out today that I know that there's a couple people that are watching this, and I know that they're not subscribing. So I think there should be an A and a J. That better, if you're going to watch.
One of them needs to nut up and just
bulging style, and hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. You know who we're talking about. Okay, so what else? What other stats? Where are we at on our over 100 episode?
Oh, our first episode?
We were at 103 last week.
I don't get it.
What?
Why that one's still getting views. We're at 108.
I mean, that's just remarkable. That was...
We're at 108, 71, 60, 57, 65. It's like people go to the first one, and some people are like,
I'm out of here.
Man, come on, guys. Like, if the first one sucks, go to the newest one. Maybe it got better, because it has.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. I mean, this will be the second, knock on wood, episode, no technical difficulties.
And this one, it was only a 30-minute prep.
Yeah.
That was...
Yep. And I think we tried to get started at 6 and got started right at 6:30.
Uh-huh.
So I think that's probably what we just ought to shoot for, 6:30, because by the time we get home and all that stuff, I think it was a little rambunctious to think we could get started an hour after we left from work.
And I had to take a shower.
Yeah, you smelled pretty nice. Diesel's kind of like a skunk to me.
It does a little bit goes a long way like that.
Sometimes, I mean, skunk is just terrible, but man, I can't stop.
Yeah.
Same with diesel fuel.
Have you ever smelt skunk, like, not like when it sprays something dead on? Like, how pungent it is? Like, have you ever been, like, I got a pickup sprayed. I was out checking irrigation motors one time, and a skunk sprayed the side of the pickup.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I could smell it, of course, but when I came back into the yard and I had the windows down,
Yeah.
that the wind blew that concentrated smell,
Oh, yeah.
and it about made me throw up. It was horrible.
Really?
And then another time I ran one through a swather,
Ooh.
and I thought I was burning up belts. 'Cause that was the smell I was getting off of that smelled like burnt rubber.
Really?
Yeah.
Wave.
Why are you taking a picture of me?
You're live.
Live on what?
Text message.
To whom?
My family. Our family. I don't know what just happened. Huh.
You could have taken a picture of yourself in front of the mic.
Oh, here. There I am. Not the sharpest tool in the shed always. Just 99% of the time.
Depends on what shed you're in.
That's right. All right. So what else we got?
Who's your pick for the Super Bowl? We didn't even talk about that.
Oh, crap.
And did you watch any of the sorry excuse for Pro Bowl they have now? It's so stupid. They just need to drop it.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about it because I got really irritated. It's it's just.
I mean, the players don't even want to be there.
No.
Like,
Super Bowl. Gosh, I even had to highlight it in, but I wanted to wait till the end of. So, okay, a couple different things. I can't remember off the top of my head who's the halftime performer.
some rapper.
Some rapper. Let's see.
Well, they're saying Taylor Swift's going to join. Kendrick Lamar.
Yes, Kendrick Lamar.
And
So
it's SZA.
I'm a
So,
Kendrick Lamar fan.
really?
Great stories in his music.
That's complete. You're fucking around now.
No,
Really?
no, not at all. I like Kendrick Lamar. I like me some Kendrick Lamar.
Enough to where you didn't even know he was performing at the...
I don't, my memory. It ain't very good. And you're saying Swifty's coming out with him? I can't see that.
There's things. What are the chances that Taylor Swift comes out and sings?
I guess there's a jeez, why am I drawing such a blank? From New Orleans, Wheezy, not Wheezy,
Yeezy? No, that's
oh my lord,
Wheezy. He's Wheezy. Wheezy in the building. Got this bitch rebuilt Young Money. I know who you're talking about. Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne. I guess Lil Wayne's a little miffed
Why?
because
It's in his hometown. And
yeah, I can kind of see that.
Yeah.
Kind of feel bad for Louise.
I like him.
So do I.
I like him. I like his music.
Yep. Did you see where Beyonce got Album of the Year? Give me a freaking break.
I don't care what color, creed, or anything. That music fucking sucked.
I mean, she couldn't ever win in pop or whatever she's normally in, so she had to go country. And
I mean, how many people have done that?
yeah, it's just terrible music too. I mean, it wasn't even. God, that just pissed me off. But anyways, so Super Bowl. What are you guys doing?
The Dave, the Audis, and the Murrays, and possibly the Unruhs are going to be getting together and watching the Super Bowl, eating some appetizers and, your typical
What's your go-to Super Bowl food?
nachos.
Yeah, mine's cheese dip.
Yeah, like my wife's going to go with the cheese dip and then soft pretzels and chips.
Huh, interesting.
Now, here's where I mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
With my nachos, I always go Doritos. Nacho cheese Doritos with cheese.
Yeah.
It's a pretty tasty treat.
I like that. You know what? Out of all my 53 years of eating cheese dip, Velveeta cheese dip,
With Rotel.
Rotel,
No meat.
I can go either or. Why have I never tried Doritos with that?
It's
Now,
Mm.
regular nachos I have, but I've never tried the Rotel dip. Never even crossed my mind until just now.
It's
So you've done the Rotel cheese dip?
yeah, with Doritos.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. Doritos are kind of staples with me on a lot of things. Like I can't have sloppy joes without Doritos. Because you use your Dorito to scoop up the sloppy joe that falls out. And then if you want to know another good combination for Doritos, pickles and Cool Ranch Doritos.
Oh my God, no! So that you're disgusting. But anyways, pickles. I've been on a pickle tear for the last several months. I mean, probably over a year now. But man, I found these new ones from Dillon's. They're Sweet Heat. I love hot. Oh
Sweet
my!
Heat, are those the
Snacker chips or snacker?
Oh, I thought it was the Dave Dave's
Dave,
barbecue.
They do make some. Well, yeah. I don't know if they make sweet heat.
See, I'm not a sweet pickle guy.
So you don't like butter?
Some bread and butter pickles I
Bread
can
and
eat,
butter.
but it's dill pickle for me. I don't
Nothing
know.
else but dill. Huh?
I think it came from the fact that nobody told me there was a such thing as a sweet pickle, and I'd always had dill pickles, and I tried one time and just wasn't prepared for the taste.
Really?
You know when you're expecting one thing,
Yeah.
it just throws you. I think that's where the sweet pickle thing came from.
Huh.
And I can't stand sweet relish. If you have sweet relish
I don't
out,
like any relish.
oh really?
So who are you picking?
My gut says the Eagles because I think Saquon's going to go off.
Yeah.
But I also said there's no chance the Chiefs are going to make it back to the Super Bowl. I also said, all season you're just waiting for the other shoe to drop and the Chiefs not to be pulling these off at the end of the games. These close games where they play like crap.
Yep.
But and I'm probably going to put money on it. If I'm going to put money on it, put my money on the Chiefs. You got to stay with the hot hand, in my
Score?
opinion. $26-24.
Really?
And it's going to be it'll be like how it always is. There's not going to be a whole lot that happens until the fourth quarter. That's like I bet you going into the fourth quarter it's something like 13-10.
Eagles. I'm trying to add in my head real quick. Is it smoking? I'm going with Eagles 31-17.
Oh, you're going for not really a close game, huh?
Yep. I think you nailed it on the head. Barkley's going to go off.
They're just going to control the clock.
Yep. And he's going to go off so much it's going to open it up. And
Mahomes is going to force
Nope.
stuff.
Nope. But he will. Eagles. Drawing a blank.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts is going to go off as well.
Oh, he's going to be. It's going to
It's going to be
open
a
it up.
total offense domination.
Well, because
in
when
my
you run the
opinion.
ball, you control the game and you can grind them. You know what that's off of?
No.
Oh, come on, Varsity Blues.
Huh, I don't know.
When we run the ball.
I don't have a damn movie memory like you do. It's crazy.
What's your so is nachos your go-to?
Yep. We're just gonna do snacky stuff this year.
That's like nachos. I think my wife's gonna make some little Smokies.
Claudia's doing the same. I'm not a Little Smokies fan at all.
I told my mom one summer, I was like, I like Little Smokies. So every day she'd cook the whole fucking bag. Because I don't know, they had to have been like $1 for a whole thing, and she'd make me the whole thing, and I'd eat them for like 2 weeks in the summertime.
Oh god!
When I was in grade school, and I'd go outside in the heat, go dick around with my buddies, and I'd just get so sick.
And probably puke up whole weenies. Oh, that's disgusting.
We'd be pounding frickin' All Sport. You remember All Sport?
Oh yeah.
Carbonated.
Yep.
We'd be pounding that stuff, getting in trouble at the feedlot.
That's disgusting. Totally disgusting. All right.
But yep, I think it'll. The fun part will be my nephew, Jarek, if he ends up coming. He's an Eagles fan, so at least we'll have some
bantering back and forth.
Yeah, and it's I enjoy that, and when it's a game I don't really care for. But like if I'm watching KU, I'll watch with my wife and my kids, but I don't want to watch it with anybody else. Because
you're paying attention, or you just want to be around other KU fans?
No, I don't want to. I just want to watch because they watch games the way I watch. I don't want to.
Oh, I got you.
I don't know. I get real irritated real fast. So
it's easy to do with losers like that. So anyway, there's your picks. Travis has the Chiefs 26-24. I have the Eagles 31-17. Very interesting. All right. Well, as we did last week, I'm going to do the same thing. Put some words down here for some closing remarks. Before we wrap up, let me leave you with this thought. We all come from different backgrounds and beliefs, but what unites us is far greater than what divides us. At the heart of it, we're all working together, working towards a better future for our families and communities. So let's focus on what brings us together and move forward with kindness and understanding. Kind of goes with what we were talking about last week. It's about all we can do.
Yeah, and I mean, even you don't even need to understand it. You just respect it.
Yep. That's all you got to do.
So,
anyhow, that's all I got. You got anything else to add?
no. Have a good week.
All right. We'll see you on the flip side.
Need a sex time.
There you go.
Well, they gather around at 4:30 each day when Travis and Sean, it's the easy way. Just sit back, cause the fun is sublime. Talking about life and all things in time. They mixing stories, a laugh or two. In the northern light, they shine bright through. With a laugh and a tale, they set the tone. Stories in love, heart.